Get busy in here, get busy in here. Yeah, my squad run deep. Yeah, we really in here. I swear whatever you want, you can get it in here. Comedy or the drama, it's a mixture in here. But you love it in here. Yeah, you love it in here. Got reviews up in here. We got stories in here. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit the bell. Oh yeah, 3 clicks like the shoes on Dorothy in here.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and I am back with another recap and review of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I didn't take any notes or anything this time, so bear with me. Y'all see I'm on vacation with my family. Why is this not working? Hold on, y'all. But yeah, let's get into it. I didn't take any notes, so we're gonna do whatever we can. We're gonna do what we can, how we can. But so we start off with who do we start off with? I think I'm just gonna go into things that I do remember. I know we're talking about Drew, and we're talking about Ralph Pittman. So it looks like Ralph is right. This is what's really weird to me. What's really, really weird to me. And as a child who had a step parent, I don't know. It's just very weird. So he's writing a book. Okay, no. Let's just talk about this. Let's start off like just as a partner. Ralph is writing a book but his wife knows nothing about it. Now I know I saw a couple of reviews and it was like, but why does it matter? This and that. Like, what? Let him do things on his own. Girl, you writing a whole book? Like, what would have happened if he never wanted her to write the foreword or anything and a book just came out? I think it's very strange that people in marriages or relationships want to withhold pivotal points in their lives. You're writing a book. You're writing a whole book. And I don't know anything about you writing a book. That's weird to me. Like, that is weird to me. And I watched, someone was like, why does he have to tell you everything? Girl, you're writing a book. And first of all, and about your experience with my child. You're writing a book based off of the experience that you're having with my child. You're not gonna say nothing. I hope you didn't use his name. Like, what? You're not gonna say nothing. And it's just very weird to me that he's doing that and he's not saying anything to her. He's not telling him what it's about. He's not telling her what it's about. I mean, he's not letting her read it or take part in it or be a part of it, even though it's her child that we're going to be discussing throughout the novel or the book. It's weird to me. And I don't see how y'all don't think that is weird, but it's very weird to me. Outside of that, we get to them, the publisher comes over, I think I remember, and they start talking about the book. He wants her to write the foreword. I don't know what this book is about. Like, what am I writing the foreword about? Like, I understand the overall theme, but what am I writing? What am I writing? I pass. I'm getting big, yo. I'll pass. So I'm not doing a foreword. And then he drops on her that, look, he's not going to be adopting Josiah or, having him take on his name because he had a conversation with the father. And the father said that he would not like that. I wonder in what reasons or what terms and conditions under which he would not like that. Because my thing is, and maybe I'm playing, shout out to Erica De Niro, maybe I'm playing the Pillars of Patriarchy, but I would be thinking the same thing. Now, I have my mother's name. I would never want my dad's name. That legacy needs to die. Should have died a long time ago. I don't think I would have taken my stepfather's name. I wouldn't want my stepfather's name. I would want my mom. I have my granddaddy's name. And I'm gonna just continue to carry on that name and bring that one. Okay. But I was also thinking, like, okay, talk to the father. Does the daddy feel about this? What's going to be going on? But then also, he's an absentee father. What jurisdiction does he have or should he have? He's an absentee father. So I actually did get it. Like, you're not around. I don't know if he plans on being around. I know he was in prison, so he hasn't gotten the chance to be away. I mean, to be a dad, and maybe he's still trying to stabilize himself while he's trying to, before he like really dives into his father or parenthood. Which, you know, people need time to rehabilitate, get themselves together once they get out of prison. It's not just, oh, you out of jail, come get your baby. Like, girl, like some people got parole, you got deadlines you got to make, you got places you can't even go, this and that. So maybe he's trying to reacclimate himself to, because we did see the dad last season. Maybe he's trying to reacclimate himself to society, which, you know, it takes a minute. The way they do black men in the prison system, it takes a minute. So, you know, maybe he's just he's still working on getting himself together, and then he's going to try to, you know, step forward and be the dad that he, you know, he knows he could be or should be or what have you. So we'll see what happens from there. I don't know. It's a tricky situation. I don't have kids. I don't know if I would. I mean, I would be the dad, and I would make sure that the baby knows that, you know, you have another father, but I'm your true dad. And then, like, what if something happens with this marriage or dissolves or something like that? Like, and then your dad comes in. I don't need no identity crisis or anything happening with me. So I'm going to let you keep your name the same, or at least the one with your mother. Change it to your mother's name. But I don't want something to happen in this marriage and it dissolves. The way Ralph be acting, child, I wouldn't give him his name either. That's crazy to me. We get to another scene. You got Sonya. I think Sonya, and they're working out. I can't remember specifically what they were talking about. I know I was bored. Okay. Everybody's preparing for the trip. Everybody's preparing for Jamaica. You know, they wake up real early. Aaron, he didn't remember his passport. So, oh, let me go back to that. I know a lot of people were talking about how many people she got in the house. She got so many people living with her Uncle Keith. The thing is, in Caribbean families, that's normal. It's y'all American hoes who like to just push the kids out. Y'all say, 18 go, life go. Where in my household, if my kids want to stay with me for however long until they get married, girl, do what you need to do. Because it's hard out here in life. I never understood how parents would be like, I can't wait till you turn 18 so you can get up out of the house and do what? Y'all be so in such a rush to neglect y'all children. This world is a scary place. Like, and a lot of people are not prepared until like late 20s. I want to say 26. And y'all be so pressed to make y'all children go out there and figure out the world and all of this stuff, where they could do that at home, have them paying bills or paying you, and then you're saving up their money for them, so that when it's time for them to buy a home or buy something else, they'll be prepared because you prepared them for that. You know, let's put our money together. I don't know why everybody feels like it's so strange that she got all these people living with her when you got a whole village taking care of a home. You got somebody taking care of the baby. Everybody not going to be everywhere at all times. I mean, it's some arguing, but you have a good family dynamic. You guys grow better together. It's a lot that comes with it. So I think it's very strange that everybody thinks it's weird. She got all these people living with her. It's smart thing. And I'm gonna have my children living with me until they're ready to get out. Okay? Because I had a brother who came back and forth several times. Okay? You thought you was ready for the world, but you wasn't. And what was you gonna say? Nope, you need to find a place. Now, I never came back. But I can understand people keeping their children in the house, their family in the house, brother, sister, mama, grandma, everybody in the house. So anyway, we getting ready. Ross forgot the passport, so we got to go back. But everybody's getting ready to come into the airport. Everybody's looking good. They get to Jamaica. Once they get there, they talk about who brought a +1. Monyetta's kind of boring. She's kind of boring to me. She's really boring to me. She brought her husband, that white man. Marlo brought her hairstylist. She was saying that she brought her hairstylist so that she can have her room be decorated and arranged well. Who else brought somebody? Kenya, she said her +1 got sick, so she didn't bring anyone. Todd's there. Sheree brought her friend. I can't remember who that lady is. Assistant, whatever. And Drew brought, Ralph and, the rest. So they're getting into the hotel. It's a very nice hotel. They're trying to be on their best behavior. Sonya is saying, this is a work trip, so, I want to make sure everything's fine for them. Ralph, Todd has decided that he's not going to be drinking throughout this phase. I need to, do a cleansing too. I need to do a cleansing too. So, because my face is getting fed. I'm not saying of alcohol, but just food. But he's trying to stay strong. It's going to be a sober household from now on. What else? They get into the room. Kandi said she stated before that everybody don't need to know that. As they're going to their rooms, I guess, Kenya saw a man. He looked like a teenager at first. And I was like, what's going on? But, he's there by himself. And, can you imagine being broke? You spend all your coins to get to Jamaica. You with your rocks. And then all of a sudden, like, the Real Housewives of Atlanta pop up and they want you to film with them. Like, can you imagine? Life changing overnight. Can you imagine? Now, I mean, you don't got to be broke. That's just my scenario. You could be rich or whatever, but that's my scenario. Can you imagine being broke and you get to the housewife and the housewife of Atlanta come and now you want to show? Like, the dream. So she's gonna be taking him out. He's a little youngin. He's there by himself. Sonya's the best wingman because she was like, "You got a mama? What's your favorite color? What's going on?" Like, okay. So we're now getting ready for dinner. Kenya brings him to the room. I think they had vodka and cranberry juice. I mean, Red Bull, because it wasn't just toasted Red Bull. I refuse to believe it. Okay. So they're toasting to it. They're gonna have a good time. They all show up at the dinner. Drew starts to talk about the book and what's going on with the book and how he's deciding not to adopt, Josiah. And Marlo was like, well, that's a little weird, as a foster kid. Marlo, you can't possibly try to use that as an excuse when your story is very similar. When you hot potatoing your children or your nieces and nephews around like it's a game. Like it's dodgeball. I don't understand. So I think that's when Kandi got into it. Child, let's be clear. I know that the people don't like Marlo during the season, but she's giving the girls the blues, and I'm here for it. Like, she's nasty, she's manipulative, she's rude, she's evil, she brings up nasty stuff, but also she's keeping the show up. You got Kandi crying on red carpets. I can't believe she's getting my motherfucking nerves. I'm so tired of this bitch. You got her down to the whole red carpet crying, okay? She's giving the girls the blues, and I'm here for it. So now she goes after Kandi, and she was like, how could you do that? Aren't you doing the same situation? And Marlo, she knows how to pick your triggers, okay? Because I don't know if anybody else caught it, but Candy's voice started crackling during that thing. She knows how to pick your triggers. And Marlo, she don't got a soul. I think there's something narcissist about her. Or I don't want to say narcissist because I know she's had to harden herself because of her lifestyle, but it's one thing it's like she's manipulative with her emotions. I don't know, I gotta look into it. But she poked that Kandi and she poked the bear, and the bear started to cry. Okay. Well, why? First of all, I don't do nothing about my mama. You don't know nothing about me. How dare you? She said, the child Marlo was like, why are you putting your mama over your man? Okay. Cause the thing is, I'm not sticking to task. I'm about to go straight to the jugular. I go straight for the jugular. How you gonna get in the same situation? And why you gonna act like you like me? Okay. Marlo going straight to the jugular. We don't got no time to pass go. I'm not collecting $200. We're gonna go straight for the jugular. Why you acting like you don't like women's? Why you putting your mama before your man? You're only known in Atlanta. Kate was like, I can't believe it. So the Todd, he got something. I knew how you got on this show. And the thing is, we're forced to believe Todd, but who's to say that he's telling the truth? No shade to him. Who's to say he's telling the truth? We're forced to believe Todd. We're forced to believe him. Because what we do know is that he did work in production. But if Kandi is saying the only time she ever met Todd and never met was on the African trip, how can then he say, well, I was behind the scenes. I knew exactly what was going on. Girl, it was a whole lady who was on the show for seasons and you didn't even meet her. Kandi was saying that you never even met her until at the Africa trip. So how are you so much into the weeds of the friendships or the dynamics and you didn't even know half the ladies? Does that make sense to y'all what I'm saying? We're forced to believe that Todd's telling the truth because he's worked in production before, but who's to say he's telling the truth? Especially if Kandi's like, I never even met, I met him the last day of Africa, I haven't even met me, he didn't meet nobody else, he didn't talk to nobody else. Okay, so then how was he so deep into the weeds that he knew what the dynamic in the friendships were? Because you knew Marlo before you knew Todd. So who's to say that Marlo didn't know these other hoes? You ain't had no friends in the cast. Well, let Kandi tell it. They've been friends and knowing each other for a long time. Let Kandi tell it. They've been friends and knowing each other for a long time. Now it's you ain't had no friends. You had to pay your way into the group. You had to buy your way into the group. I was deep in the weeds. All of this stuff. Girl, how do you know if you didn't even meet your wife until the last day of the Africa trip? How much into the weeds, how much did you know? We're being forced to believe that he's right. Now, Marlo's lying, a liar, okay? He was telling me that you didn't do, girl. We sure, but Marlo gonna make up stuff. She gonna throw at you. She gonna do it. Cause now you don't know which way to go with Marlo. You're like, okay, wait, hold on. How did that, where did that come from? Who said that? Now you just, who saying that? Who said that? Now, I don't got a job. My mama said, well, I'm worldwide. It's so much stuff you got to try to piece together with Marlo. Now you in the days. She's branding you and you have no idea where to go. What argument is the most important argument where you put? It is a lot. Child, when I say I was here for it, I watched it 3 times. I was here for it. How y'all felt about this episode? I thought it was good. I really enjoyed it. I love the way that Marlo got the girls together. Even though she was lying, she was raw, she was manipulative, she's mean. I think she got the girls together. How y'all felt about the episode? Let me go in here. I'm about to go get some stuff for breakfast. Or no, how she said off of the Bell Collect some breakfast. I'm about to go make some breakfast. If y'all want to know more about you, so what y'all felt about the episode? Who y'all feel like was right or wrong? If y'all want to know more about me and everything so going on, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter, BusyBlu, no space, no E. You can also find me on Twitch, BusyBlu, but this is definitely not streaming right now. I'm about to go get busy, and you guys stay busy. Till next time.